to practicing, taking everything serious in practice, being able to, to study film and be prepared for what's happening out there, so that helps slow down the game.
When you watch the film, is it frustrating to see things that you're leaving out on the field? Not you personally, but the offense is leaving out there on the field. Is it there and you're just not making plays?
Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but you got to realize at the same time that we can't dwell on those. So, you just got to come back to work and come back to practice and just try to get better every day.
Does it feel like defenses have maybe adjusted to what you guys were doing early in the season, and now, kind of like baseball, you have to adjust back to what they're doing?
Yeah, that comes with game plans. So, obviously we have a game plan, and so does the defense. So, if they see us doing something, they're going to try to stop it. So, just being able to take advantage of maybe some things that they're doing to try to stop us, is something that we're continuing to work on.
What's the key to hitting some of those deep balls that you've been just missing on?
Just continue to rep them in practice and just get better at them.
Dave, when you look at the line of scrimmage these days, it looks awfully crowded, doesn't it? As far as the fronts you're seeing. Maybe it wasn't for Penn State as much as it was for Michigan State, but Michigan State seemed to have 8-9 guys in the box. What do you do? You're trying to look at the line of scrimmage and get your offense in the best play possible at that point, right? Mm-hmm. What are your options?
It's just what we have game plan for that week. We have options in the game plan, so just being able to know the game plan and study the game plan to know what we want to do against certain things. Just being able to rely back on the game plan.
You want to run away from big numbers. That's the principle, right?
You want to
run away from most numbers.
Like I said, it just depends on the game plan.
How much flexibility do you have audible-wise? Can you go pass to run the pass, different things off of that?
Like I said, it really just depends on the game plan for that week. So.
When you guys get the ball inside your 10-yard line, do you go out there knowing that you only have like 10% of the playbook or a certain percentage of the playbook to work with? Or do you guys, are you guys full go every inch of the field?
Yeah, that just comes back down to Coach Brian Ferentz, having trust in us, and the players having trust in him to make good calls that we can move the ball out and flip field position.
What do you see from Illinois so far on film?
They're super physical. They're going to play hard every play, and and they're continuing to grow just like us.
You've been having a lot of different receivers on the field. Does that help in consistency, or is it challenging when you're having to work with so many guys?
I don't think it's really that big of a challenge. We practice all week. So certain players have certain things that they're asked to do. So for them to be able to go out and do it, I have all the confidence in the world.
What stands out to you about TJ?
Being able to just have that preparation will help that decision get made faster.
With that throw to Hopkinson, was that more of were you trying to go kind of back hip on that play, or was that just the way the throw ended? Because he made a really good catch, but I think the placement was good too.
Yeah, he made a great catch. Obviously with the way the defender was playing it, you have to throw it away from him. So, that was the idea behind it. But again, he made a great play on that ball.
Can you walk us through what goes through your head, when you're making checks to the line of scrimmage? How much are you trying to process, and what do you? Maybe walk us through those 10 seconds. What you're going through.
Again, that just comes back to what we have in the game plan for that week. So it's different every week. So there's obviously there's certain things that are the same. You got to look at alignments and positions of defensive players, but after that, it switches a little bit from week to week.
Is that hard, to learn what checks to make? And that's your job, right?
Yeah, that's your job. That comes back to the preparation. Being prepared for whatever happens. So you got to prepare it enough so it almost becomes second nature in the game.
How do you feel like you've done on those so far? In those areas?
I feel like I've done a fairly decent job. The coaches have really helped me prepare with those, and we simplified some things from last year with CJ. Obviously, being in the system with Coach Davis for 5 years, so obviously, some things are a little more simplified to help me out a little bit. So, they've done a great job at helping me along the way to to be able to be prepared.
How many of those reads at the line of scrimmage are maybe dummy calls versus legit audibles? Percentage-wise, I know you. All of them are. No.
Yeah, no, I don't really think I'm going to say anything about that.
So there are dummy calls.
I mean, it just depends on the week again, game plan. So.
Okay, so some weeks there's not.
You guys talked, especially Saturday, a lot about complementary football. Can you kind of talk about what that means for you?
Yeah, for me, I think that obviously if the offense is backed up, we want to get a couple first downs and be able to flip field position. So be able to help out the defense, and with that along goes the special teams. So if we get a couple first downs, then the special teams gets a good punt and good coverage, to be able to help the defense out, and then the defense gets a stop with their offense backed up, so we can get good field position. So just being able to maximize field position and obviously be able to maximize the time that the offense is out on the field to help the defense out, and then also the defense doing their job and getting off the field to allow us to get the ball back. And then also with the special teams being able to either like make a block a punt or block a kick, or be able to get a good return, plays into that as well.
Does it put more pressure on a phase when it's not going well for a certain phase, and maybe it looks like another phase is carrying the load?
Yeah, that's kind of what team football is. Obviously, if one aspect isn't doing as well as they would like, maybe like the offense wasn't doing as well as we'd like. Obviously against Penn State, the defense stepped up and they made stops when they had to, and we're just trying to continue to do that. In the games to come, and especially this weekend.
It looked like, just watching the film, that you guys were pretty close on a lot of plays. Throughout. Do you feel like when you look back, did you see that okay, just one pass here, one block here, and you guys could be close, and how either frustrating or uplifting is it to know that you're that close to having a breakout performance offensively?
Yeah, obviously there's stuff to learn on any play, no matter if it's a 1-yard loss or it's a 50-yard touchdown run. So, just being able to look at the film and even learn from what you did, even when you were successful, definitely helps. And obviously, maybe just being one person away or one throw away, it's a little encouraging to know that yeah, we were this close, but obviously we have to go back to work, and that's what we're trying to do this week, and just going back to work and get better, and just be totally prepared for this weekend.
So just